now Sunday morning, and I'm going to try to climb up Mount Rysi. The whole time I've been here, I've never seen the mountains this clear. So probably it's going to be a very, very nice day for climbing. Again, they predicted about 25 degrees temperature. Starting right after breakfast. It's now 8:30. Taking the Prague train, one stop, and then goes uphill from there. Here's where I was the day before yesterday, up in the fog. somewhere along here is where we're now going to be playing a climbing I will go. Still have the electric train to take for one more stop in 20 minutes. And then I start climbing. It's supposed to be an easy climb, they say, so I don't think it's going to be one of these peaks. It's Mount Rysi. I don't think it's in sight yet, actually. I think it's behind all this crap. But we'll see. And unless I'm mistaken, I follow this babbling brook for about the next hour or so. So let's see what we're in for. It's easy enough, it's even paved. So away we go. You can see I'm not exactly alone up here. Starting to get a little steep already, relatively speaking. But then in about 4 hours you're going to be climbing up about 1,500 meters or something like that. It's like it's leveled off a bit again. Up there is where I'm heading. You can see how untouristy it is. But here's going to be our first stop, a little waterfall. There's a little group gathered for a group photo. And the war drags on. We continue our way uphill. Ahead is the next bastion of civilization, I guess. And here's what's behind us. Beside us and ahead of us must be crazy trying this, but a bunch of Czech school kids can do it. I sure can, although my heart's already starting to beat from the exertion. A little more out of shape than I figured. Where the road continues up. Again, through the trees you can see what waits ahead for me. Does not look like very appetizing. Now this one I know isn't it. Got the name of this one, but it's a pretty high one too. And here, they're all around us. Did a little panoramic sweep. There's the competition gaining on me. What's ahead of me and what's behind me. Got a path going down to this other area, whatever it is. There's the main trail, which comes from the railway station directly, which other people are taking. Next 15 minutes or so, we're going to be skirting this mountain lake. Hope we're able to get a better shot of it than this. Here's what we've got ahead of us. Right now, we're at about this point. I'm going to go up the chalet, and then we continue on up there. I'm sorry, this is the path we take. My mistake. Very nice mountain lake. And got your local musicians. And there's the source of our lake. This here's what the bar in the chalet looks like. Probably expensive though, because already for a beer they charge 13 crowns. I mean, we're still talking about 40 cents, but that's about 50 to 60% higher than elsewhere. And up here we're about 1,500 meters. A nice view of the lake from the outside here, from inside here. Here we go. At least the beginning looks easy enough. And like I said, now at 1,500 meters approximately, and we're going to go up to 2,500 meters. So let's see what happens. What happened to my paved road? But it's still passable, I guess. Here's our path continuing. the way, one more comment on our chalet back there. Capitalism has taken over. They even do a 30% surcharge on selling postage stamps there. A 1 krone stamp costs you a 1.30 krone. I can hate this already, and yet I'm still in the civilized part of this path. And there's my direction that I'm heading. Right on Ziegenhagen. You can see path is a little exaggerated for what I'm going along, competing with the water in the streams. But the view is nevertheless magnificent. People also from Berlin. This here's the other path that goes up to the other hill, and you can see it's quite a little zigzag route. Definitely not for non-mountain goats. Ja, auf den möchte ich nicht rauf. Oder wird unser auch so?
Der wird höher.
Ah! Quick way down, I guess. Well, we made it a little higher. And we still have a nice view. But it's starting to get a little hard. And somewhere up there is where we gotta go. See where all those people are climbing? That's what I have ahead for me. And it keeps going all the way up. And I think then somewhere up there is where I gotta go. And here's again a shot of where I've been. And here's the competition. Things one does to pass a Sunday afternoon. Here's our first snow of the winter. And it's just past high noon. And again, that's what we just finished climbing. Didn't bring my boots along.
So, jetzt blinkt er und jetzt nimmt er auf, wa?
Steht jetzt oben REC, nicht?
Ja. Muss man langsam schwenken oder muss man doll?
Sehr langsam. Sonst ist man auf dem Karussell.
Schnuckelchen. Machen wir jetzt über deinen Kopf hinweg zur Spitze.
Even got a frozen lake. Should have brought my skates along. Contradiction. In a bikini through a snowfield. There's our little lake still frozen. And up here, this is the way we gotta go. There's our friend that followed that bikini. Oh. Yeah, but like I say, don't think you can see the people, but there's a couple of climbers up there, and that is where I'm heading for. Up there. I want to go home. Oh, it's going to be horrible. There's a friendly neighborhood waterfall. And again, got people up at the top there. That's where we're going to be heading. At first we go that way, and then I guess it doubles back somewhere. Not quite sure how this proceeds. You can see the people up ahead there. Not quite sure either. Oh, it's like a moonscape. And there's our frozen lake still. Here we are heading through the snow. And here's what we got behind us. More snow. One last shot for the road before I put the camera away, in case I slip somewhere here. I'm going to take another break here. This is just too much for me. The last 15-20 minutes have been pure hell. Been climbing these rocks. Some places you got chains, other places you got ropes to pull yourself along. But geez, it's terrible. If I'd known it was going to be like this, I never would have done it. I'm not even near the top yet. I think there's about another 300 meters or so to go. There somewhere is it. I'm not quite sure where, but that's the way we gotta go. There's my partners in crime again, also from Berlin. Say hello to the camera. There. There or there? Oh. Sorry, there is where we gotta go. Ah, I want my mother. Left the other couple to go wandering ahead a bit. I might take about a 15 or 20-minute break. Just can't do any more. Here's some of the surrounding countryside. Up here's where I have to go. And I think it's only about another 300 or 400 meters up, but well, in the more civilized or the easiest parts, this is what the path is like. At other times, well, I don't even want to describe it. Didn't film those parts because that's where I put the camera away in case I was going to slip. Here's my next fun and games part. I just finished climbing up here. If you're wearing running shoes, not exactly ideal. And up there, believe it or not, you have a ski buff. I don't know if you can see them. I can hardly make them out, but I saw him skiing earlier. This is the way you're going along here. Beautiful path, isn't it? But when you look at the alternatives, they aren't. But anyways, there's first of all the ski hut. That is where I'm going to be making a break and having a nice bite to drink. This here is the local hut. This is the cast of characters here. I think this is about as far as I'm going to make it this trip because I just don't have it in me. Upstairs they have some beds. You can stay here for 95 krones. A nice view outside. And here they've developed a phony railway timetable. This is the phony timetable, all the things that leave here and when. Then, like at 6:45, there's a boat from here. At 7:20, a plane. At 8 o'clock, the train. And the price list, timetable, translate: simple soldiers, 2 crown, foreigners, $4, the dead are free, officers, 3 crown, and I forgot what the bottom one was. Oh, yeah, people that are staying here one night, that's what it was, 1 liter of rum. And this is our cast of characters here. Say hello to the camera. The young lady even speaks English. Right. This is the fantastic 4-star kitchen, which is going to be in the next Michelin guide. Right? You're going to... Here you have that fantastic combination. Snow and bikinis. And this is all that's left to do. Up there is actually where I want it to go. But I just don't have it in me. I have to leave that for another trip. So close yet so far. Smile to the camera. Smile for the camera. Wat keine Minenfelder, hoffe ich. Oh. Why not? Und den letzten Krieg wollen noch.
Nee, du, die sind braun.
Oh. And that's where we're gonna head after. And there go my friends from Berlin.
Springe. Also hier das Rehburg ist da, das ist nicht Kuh. Nein, das ist Mann von Reh. Mann von Reh.
Here's just a last minute look to get this film full. Still a farewell look.